guys, so we back on the scene to talk about Basketball Wives, and it's starting to get a little spicy in this episode. So CeCe, she was trying to be all tough and stuff, but she wasn't really doing too well with trying to be tough because the toughness wasn't really working. And she was mostly getting mad at Kristen, it feels, because she feels like Kristen wasn't having her back. I guess because their family, through marriage, she feels like she's supposed to like defend her, but Kristen's like, you need to defend yourself. That's why they calling you all these names, because you're being loud but you're not really saying anything. It's like you're doing the most but you're not doing anything at all, you know? And that's where the problem is. And even Jennifer is like over here degrading her, calling her all kind of names, and I'm just like, out of all people, like Jennifer is like the lamest person there is. For her to be bossing up on you, you definitely need to like step up and do something. Like, I could not have Jennifer, out of all people, like calling me stupid and making me feel like I'm not intelligent. Like, F out of here. She would never. I wouldn't even let Tami and none of them, never mind Jennifer. Anyway, so Tami, she says that she's working on herself and just being a better human being, and her attitude and all those things. She's been working with Pastor John and his wife. I believe they're both on OWN, and she talks about like her triggers and things like that. And they said, you know what, it does sound like the people that are making jokes of you, it's insecure admiration. And you need to kind of like kill them with light and tell them good things about themselves and stuff like that. So they give her this project to kind of say good things about each one of the women. So she turns it around and says, you know what, she's going to do a retreat so everybody can work on this project and not just her, because it would be good for everybody to do something like this. So CeCe talks to Malaysia about Kristen, and Malaysia, she kind of feels like CeCe's doing this all wrong. She's allowing people to come in that she don't even know like that and mess up the bond that she has with her family member. So she's just like, you know, she doesn't really agree with what CeCe's saying, and she's just like, they need to fix it. Later, Tami meets with Shanice, and she kind of tells her that she heard some kind of rumor, but it's like she puts it out there for you to kind of wonder, but doesn't say anything else. It's like, I'm going to let it go, and you're going to try to catch it. You know, and it's like just leaving it out there for you to look at and try to grasp it, but you don't really see anything. You don't really know what you're trying to grasp, you know? It's so weird. I mean, like, for me, I can't deal with stuff like that. I'll tell you guys right now. Like, somebody put something out there, I need to know what the f is going on. Like, don't tell me, I'll tell you something later, because I will hound you all day until you get home. Like, my boyfriend, he already knows. Like, the boo thing, you cannot tell me, oh, I got something important to tell you later. My anxiety is going to be on high. Like, you definitely ain't going to forget, because I may let you ride, but every hour I'm going to remind you that you got to tell me something later. So they ain't gonna be no, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you. Oh, I was too tired. No, you will wake your ass up and tell me what's what, you know? So it's good for Shanice to have, Shani to have been able to kind of like let that go for the moment. She was like, she's definitely gonna revisit that. So later when, we had Tami and Jackie, the two of them met up, and they was playing drums and stuff, and she kind of lets her know that she kind of like slipped them out a little bit and kind of mentioned without mentioning that there was something going on. And I guess apparently it seems like everybody knows about this situation except for Shanice. Shani. So yeah, that's kind of messed up. Evelyn and Jennifer, they went to a fertility doctor, I guess, because of everything that Evelyn's been going through. Jennifer's kind of thinking like, damn, I'm getting up there in age. I got to kind of sort of think about what my next step is, because I do want to have a family. I mean, especially when you get to the 40s, you know, you really, really have to think about it. I mean, science is so amazing these days, where now you're able to, we see women like in their 50s having kids, but they have money, you know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't try to have, I mean, I wouldn't even want to be honest, like past maybe like 35, I personally wouldn't even want to put myself into that position just because I don't want to be an old mom. I mean, kudos to anybody who does or has done it. I think my mom had her last child when she was like 40. So, you know, it's kudos to anybody who does. But for me personally, that's not something that I would really prefer if I had the option. I mean, if it just so happened to happen, then I'll flow with it and pray that everything goes well. But there's a lot more problems that you have to think about the older that you get, you know? And I already know I have a ton load of problems, so I ain't trying to even like put myself out there, you know? But yeah, I mean, so she's thinking about maybe freezing her eggs to preserve them so that whoever she's with, she is able to give them that beautiful, amazing gift of another human being, of life, you know? So now OG, she talks to her man. She takes him on this little like glass making adventure for his birthday. It seemed like a cool little thing to do. I mean, I would definitely do something like that, you know, burn some glass, make some glass, whatever. She sees putting the glass into the oven, and she kind of uses an analogy of, you know, he's putting the bun in the oven. Wink, wink. And he first didn't seem like he was getting it. But then she sits down with him and has like a little conversation about everything and just kind of asks him, like, you know, where do you see yourself with me? You know, where are you at as far as like marriage and things like that? And he says that he has to change and get serious and become more of a grown man. And see, somebody telling me something like that, my interpretation would be, okay, so that pretty much means that you're trying to ride the wave. We're going to enjoy each other. It looks like she lives with him. So we're playing house for as long as possible, but you just don't want that commitment. And it seems like you want to be still able to do what you do and not feel bad for it because you're doing it to your girl. You're not doing it to your wife. That's what it kind of seems like, because it's like, what is it that you really have to change? You know, I mean, you have a really great job. You have a really great house. I mean, she seems like she's okay with whatever he's doing. I don't hear her complaining unless she has reasons to complain, but she's pushing past them because she doesn't care about whatever it is, or it's not that serious to her. But, you know, he kind of seems like he doesn't really know if that's what he really wants. And he's trying to find a way to not upset her, but kind of keep her riding the wave with him. And you definitely kind of have to listen to what people say and how they say it. And I guess kind of make your determination. And she seems like she's getting to the point where she's not really sure if she wants to continue to ride this wave with him, because it almost seems like he's not really heading in the direction where she wants to go. You know, I mean, you don't necessarily want to rush somebody to get there, but you also want to make sure you're on the same pattern with them. Like, you know, you want a family, you want marriage, and they want to have a girlfriend forever, you know, or date forever. You're wanting two different things, and it's going to ultimately end up nowhere. You're going to be unhappy for a long time. So a lot of times with those situations, you kind of have to make a hard decision. Or, I mean, you want somebody to surprise you in these types of things. You want them to say, you know, will you marry me? But sometimes you just got to put it out there, like, what's really good? We getting together or we not? I mean, what's up? So now it was time for the whole retreat. Oh, yeah, she did ask him, like, you know, so where are we really doing this or what? Like, you know, and he kind of changed the scene. So I don't know. He did look like he was kind of getting annoyed. And he looked really, really uncomfortable with the questions. I know he's just kind of like, why are we doing this on TV? Like, why are you doing this right now? You know, because at the end of the day, it is a reality show that everybody's going to see. So not everybody wants to put these types of things out there. You know, it's like, I signed up for this to be on it with you, but I don't necessarily care about the fame. A lot of times that's what it is with these guys. You know, I remember with Married to Medicine with, what's her name? Her name's on the top of my tongue. With, y'all know what I'm talking about? Quad. With Quad and her man, he was like, he did this for her. You know, and it ultimately, they ended up breaking up. Anyways, back to this show. So now it was time for the retreat, and Evelyn, she was already kind of like excluding herself because I felt she sat all the way on the other side of the beach chair where everybody else is together. You know, she sat over there, and of course, Jennifer, like a little puppy dog, follows suit and sits right next to her. And everything seems to be going well at first. I mean, they were all kind of saying nice things about each other. Even Jackie said nice things about Evelyn. And Tami said nice things about Evelyn. I didn't hear Evelyn say anything nice about them, or too nice about them, but it was a good step. And once again, Jackie apologized. I feel like Jackie just needs to leave it alone, because how many times are you going to apologize to somebody? Like, for them to kind of like spit on you and just be like, fuck it. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, like, I couldn't apologize. Like, if I apologize to you, first of all, I don't like apologizing to nobody. So I apologize to you. You better take that and eat it up. Otherwise, we are going to have some problems. I mean, I will never, ever, ever apologize to you again. I mean, that was it, you know? I hope you recorded it, because it's not going to replay. And I'm not going to keep on trying to kiss your backside for you to try to be cool with me. Like, nah. Like, it's just, I guess we just going to look at each other and just kind of like look away or whatever every time we see each other, because, I mean, better Jackie than me. I tell you that. Because obviously Evelyn is acting like she don't give a ras clot about her. You know, she's acting like she don't give a crap about her. Anyway, now Shani, she brings up the fact that something is out there that she doesn't know. There's a rumor or something, and now things are starting to get a little awkward, a little weird. And yeah, she just kind of wants everybody to kind of spill it. And Jackie's like, she doesn't want to say anything. She doesn't want to hurt her with something like that. Literally starts crying. I'm like, here we go again. Jackie with the waterworks. Like, she's doing good with the acting classes. I mean, she's getting her fill in of practice right now. I mean, she literally, like, on cue is like, look, it's real. You know, with the tears coming down her face. And Evelyn is like, well, you can eliminate me because I'm not part of it. And everybody's just like, bitch, you the main one. Like, what are you talking about? You know, Malaysia had that look like, girl. You're the one we're talking about. So, Jennifer's just like, and Evelyn's like, what? It's about me? Like, what? And Jennifer is like, what's going on here? So Malaysia takes Jennifer over to the corner and kind of talks to her like, yo, it's about where you said that Evelyn slept with her ex. And she's like, what? She was like, yo, Jennifer looked like she got her hand caught in the cookie jar. Caught red-handed in the cookie jar. That's how her face was looking. She looked like she was mortified. Like, oh, snap. Like, this isn't supposed to happen. Me and her are cool now. Like, this was never supposed to get out. You know, that's how she was kind of looking. So she comes back in and she tries to kind of work her way around what she wanted to say. Like, this was a long time ago when I wasn't really cool with her. You and me weren't fucking with her like that, Tami. But Tammy's like, don't try to save yourself. Like, you're just trying to, like, work your way around things. And this is what she's been doing. Like, she puts stuff out there, and then she tries to pretend like it wasn't her. This is the same thing she did with CeCe, but this ain't going to go down the same way it went with CeCe, where CeCe was not strong enough to handle it or wasn't strong enough to come back at you crazy like that. You know what I mean? But this is different. And plus, this is your boss. So you ain't trying to lose your job at the end of the day. You know, this is how you getting your checks and how you paying for them lawyers and stuff that you got right now. And for them fertility stuff that you trying to do. Okay, so you need this job. So, Jennifer was just like, you know what? This is about the conversation that me and Tami had about Evelyn having sex with your ex. And it was like, Evelyn was like, wait, what? And, you know, she looked like she was, like, mortified by it. She was just like, this happened a year ago. If it happened a year ago, like, why didn't you say it now? And Jennifer was just kind of like, she just looks stupid. She's just like, you know, this was a long time ago when I wasn't really talking to her like that. But it's like, now they're starting to expose Jennifer for who she really is and how she's just kind of like, if she's not cool with you, she's going to throw you under the bus and she's going to like talk crap about you and she's going to make a storyline out of you. So obviously, because now that she's her friend, she's like dick riding, you know what I mean? And she's just like all sitting next to her, everything, she's agreeing with her. Like, she's one of those types of girls. And I'm not really, like, privy to those types because those is the fake ones. Those is the ones that you can't trust because they'll put all your business out there. You know, that's why I always say you got to be careful who you tell stuff to. And, you know, when you tell close people stuff, you got to make sure that you don't become enemies with them because that's like, they could just open up your box of secrets and just kind of like let it out for the world. You know what I mean? Like, boom, 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 let it out. Let it free. Let's let everybody read it. So, yeah, that's kind of the situation. But I guess they're going to continue it pretty much in the next one. We're going to see what's happening. But Evelyn, she was pretty much denying it. She even said to call homeboy up because she's never did anything like that. She's like, I would never betray you like that. So, I don't know. But Shawty looked like she wasn't really too happy about the situation, plus the fact that everybody's been talking about her for like a whole year and never really said anything to her. That's like real fake right there too, and that kind of shows you who's really down for you, you know. So it's definitely something to think about and kind of reevaluate or rethink the people that you think are your close friends. Okay. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay fabulous, live free, and soar limitless. Don't forget to check out my other channel for my what the hell is the thing called? Love and Hip Hop review. Later.